Hello, my name is Lady Just. Mahama has been president of Ghana before and was soundly fired by Ghanaians in 2016. Now he wants to come back again, but I will give you top 5 reasons why Mahama absolutely cannot be president of Ghana again. This is Truth in Politics. Before I begin, please hit the subscribe button right now and like our videos. Thank you. Let me begin with reason number 5. The incompetence of the NDC. Ghanaians know NDC to be corrupt, but I don't think Ghanaians know the level of the NDC's incompetence. Look at the way they managed the Ebola virus, which was nowhere near the magnitude of COVID-19, and contrast that with the way the MPP managed the COVID-19 pandemic. Even internal elections, they can't manage without violence. In fact, Mahama himself has been reported in the past as saying he doesn't have talent in the party and that he can only work with what he has. Indeed, most of the current big names in the NDC were street boys and girls until they attained power. And you could tell the lack of sophistication in many of them even when they were in power. It is due to incompetence that a whole political party can bring back a man who destroyed Ghana and was soundly beaten by the opposition party. There's no talent whatsoever in the NDC. In the MPP, Mahama would struggle to make it in a parliamentary primaries contest. Reason number 4, Dumso. I know Mahama and the NDC have been lying to Ghanaians saying that they solved the Dumso problem before they left office. Here again, the incompetence of Mahama is so profound. Imagine that you have transportation problems, but instead of repairing the car you have and buying petrol so that you can drive it, Mahama would rather buy 5 more cars on credit, such that whether you drive them or not, you're still paying for them. The problem is that all 6 cars do not have fuel in them, and some of them are faulty. So in the end, you have 6 cars parked in your compound, but you're still catching trotro to go to work. That is Mahama's idea of fixing the Dumso problem. Can you imagine? Mahama and Kwamna Donko also signed take-or-pay power purchase agreements and saddled Ghana with billions of dollars in debt. In fact, when Nana Addo assumed office, Ghana was paying $50 million every month for power that we did not need or use. But all Mahama needed to do was repair our broken down turbines and pay our debt to Nigeria so that they would supply us with gas to power the turbines that were working. As at today, you and I are still paying about $25 million every month for power we do not need due to Mahama's take-or-pay agreement that he signed. Only God knows how much money was passed under the table when those agreements were signed. Who am I to say? Don't take my word for it. Here is the World Bank's country director for Ghana. He said, and I quote, "Ghana saw the most dangerous contract agreements between 2012 and 2016. We can say they were the worst the world may ever see." Unquote. Reason number 3. Mahama has nothing more to offer Ghanaians. Mahama has been MP for 12 years. He has been chairman of the National Communications Authority. He has been appointed Deputy Minister of Communications. He has been Minister of Communications. Then he has been Vice President of Ghana. And finally, he has been President of Ghana. Now you tell me, besides a trail of corruption that he left at every stage, give me one major difference or positive thing that he did at all these positions. Most people who have occupied such a variety of positions would say, "I've done enough, so I'm retiring." If Mahama cannot point to one thing he has done to improve the lives of Ghanaians between 1997 and 2016, which is almost 20 years, what can he do in just 4 years besides an opportunity to empty Ghana's coffers again? Talking about emptying Ghana's coffers, here is reason number 2: blatant corruption. If Mahama has competence in any one area, that area is corruption. When it comes to corruption, Mahama is the most competent politician in Ghana. Check this out. Where Nana Addo can use $283 million to build 4 interchanges, one of which is a 4-tier interchange at Pokwase, and Mahama can use almost the same amount to build just 1 interchange that he called Dubai. You have an idea what happened to the rest of the money, right? When Mahama signs a contract to build 5,000 affordable houses in Saglami for $200 million, but builds only 1,200 houses, and all the money is gone. You know what happened with the rest of the money? Let's not even talk about the Brazilian aircraft scandal where government official 1, I'm sure you know who that is, was implicated in the corruption bribery deals. And how about this? Mahama signed over 40% of Ghana's bauxite deposits to his brother after he lost election in 2016. Nana Addo took it back and secured a $2 billion agreement with the Chinese. 500 million of that money came in early 2020 that enabled Nana Addo to build all these roads nationwide when he declared the year of roads. All of the money would have gone to the Mahama family. Another one of Mahama's corruption deal that Nana Addo stopped involved the mobile money interoperability deal. Mahama signed a contract to charge Ghanaians 1.2 billion with a B. But here again, Nana Addo stopped that corrupt deal and completed the same mobile money interoperability project for just $4.5 million with an M. So for something that should have cost $45, Mahama wanted to charge Ghanaians $12,000. If this is the person you want back as president, get ready for him to sell the whole country and put the money in his pocket finally. Reason number 1. Why Mahama cannot be president of Ghana again is dictator in the making. He's a dictator in the making. I mentioned earlier that Mahama has been in several positions in government between 1997 to 2016. All the time, not once did he mention the need to change the constitution of Ghana. So why is Mahama all of a sudden talking about changing Ghana's constitution? Here's why. I'll show you these pictures. You see Mahama with Ouattara of Cote d'Ivoire, with Alpha Conde of Guinea, with Boubacar Keita of Mali, and here with Macky Sall of Senegal. Looks like Mahama was consulting with them because all 4 of these leaders have one thing in common. Either they change their country's constitution or try to do so. In Cote d'Ivoire, Ouattara is 7 beyond his normal 2 terms. Alpha Conde tried to stay beyond his 2 terms in Guinea and was removed from office in a coup. In Mali, Keita also suffered the same fate when he tried to change his country's constitution. Now Macky Sall in Senegal is trying to stay beyond 2 terms. What they do is innocently amend the constitution, and once the new constitution is ratified, it catapults the country into another republic. Mahama plans to also amend Ghana's constitution and catapult Ghana into the 5th republic. Then he would argue that his past 2 terms have been washed away, so he can run for president again. Now, consider the financial damage Mahama caused Ghana in 4.5 years as president, when contracts were overly bloated, as the examples I have given earlier. Can Ghana really afford Mahama as president again for potentially 2 decades? That is a decision you have to make as a voter. If you didn't subscribe to this channel earlier when I asked, please do so now so that you will be the first to know when our videos come out. My name is Lady Just, and this has been Truth in politics.